everyone, Morgan Hibbs here with Linn County Farm Bureau. I'm so excited to be back with you for month 2 of our Virtual Ag in the Classroom program. This is our matching video you can find in your lesson plan, but this will just be a interest or attention getter to our lesson for today, which is mapping Iowa agriculture. So in month 1, we learned about Intro to Agriculture, and we talked about the importance of agriculture and the importance of soil and growing our food, and how we rely on agriculture to provide us with our food, fiber, and fuel, and it all begins with the soil. And then farmers raise plants and animals to help provide us with our favorite foods and all of the things we use every day. So today, October, this month's lesson is Mapping Iowa Agriculture. So we are going to do a fun lesson on geography. But just to get you excited about the lesson, I have a fun activity to show you that you can also do as an additional experiment in your classroom or at your house, or you can just follow along with the video and I'll show you the science experiment here. So we have a few ingredients here. We have Crisco pure vegetable oil. We also have cornstarch. And I have a few different plants here. Now, thinking about vegetable oil, does anyone have a guess of what this might be made from? Think about here in Iowa, what do we grow lots of here in Iowa? I use vegetable oil when I make brownies. You might also use vegetable oil when you are frying up some French fries or chicken. So vegetable oil, 100% pure vegetable oil is made out of soybeans. Here is a soybean pod from last year's harvest. The soybeans come in pods of usually 3 seeds in each pod. You might have tried a fresh soybean before. That's called edamame. The soybeans we grow here in Iowa are primarily used to feed animals like pigs and chickens. They are also used to make biofuel, a diesel that goes in our trucks and school buses. And soybeans, the harvested grain soybeans, the ones that we harvest at the end of the life cycle as a grain, are used to make things like vegetable oil. It's also used to make soy milk, crayons, candles, so soybeans are very important. There's also soybeans in your vehicles. There are soybeans in our cushion seats, and we can even make plastic. Cornstarch. Cornstarch is used as a thickening agent in gravies. I oftentimes will add this to gravy to help thicken it up. You might also add this to soups, especially now that we are approaching colder weather. You might be having more soup. Cornstarch is a great way to make food thicker. And then you might also use cornstarch if you've ever made like slime or oobleck because it does help to thicken the liquid. Now, cornstarch is made from field corn. Now, this is not the same as sweet corn. Sweet corn is what we like to enjoy in the summertime. On 4th of July, it's sweet. You harvest sweet corn when it's still green, just like you would any other vegetable. Field corn, on the other hand, is used in over 4,000 different products. It's used to feed animals, and it's used as a gas called ethanol in our vehicles. Now, cornstarch is made from field corn. If you were to eat this, it would be really bitter. It doesn't have that sweet sugar like sweet corn does. Plus, we harvest field corn at the end or the mature stage in the life cycle of a corn plant. So the husk is brown, the seeds are really dried out and hard. You would have to cook it a really long time to be able to eat this corn. Otherwise, you would hurt your mouth or your teeth. So field corn is not ate by the consumers in a direct consumption, but we do use it to make things like cornstarch, corn flour. It's also used as a sugar called high fructose corn syrup that's made as an ingredient in pop, sodas, lots of fruit snacks, cereals, things like that. So today's experiment, I mentioned that we could make plastic. So I have some plastic here that I made on Friday, and it's just a clump of plastic, so I didn't form it into anything, but it was made out of cornstarch, soybean oil, and water. You mix it up, you let it dissolve, and then you put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Then once it is cool to the touch, you can mold it into different shapes. So I just molded it into a circle. It kind of broke on me a little bit, but you can mold it into different shapes. You can add food coloring to it. It's kind of fun. It kind of is similar to like a slime or oobleck, but it's actually more of a plastic. So now that it has dried all weekend, it's hard now and it no longer can be formed into a new shape. So this is the corn and soybean plastic, which is pretty cool that it was made from field corn and soybeans with our byproducts, vegetable oil and cornstarch. Hopefully you enjoyed our interest and attention getter, and I'm excited to start our geography lesson called Mapping Iowa Agriculture.